If you're looking to find out a bit more about how to successfully create a garden or a landscape lighting design, then watch this series of videos and by the end you'll be a pro. Hi there, I'm James. I'm one of the directors here at Astra Lumos, and today I'm going to be discussing how to successfully create a landscape or a garden lighting design. In this series we'll be covering topics such as how to light gardens, how layering of light works in an outside capacity, how and what type of lights there are and exactly where to use them, whether you're lighting for beauty or for security, how garden lighting affects both the environment and others and what to be concerned about when designing and installing your garden lighting, and lighting control for the outside spaces. Today's episode we're going to be concentrating on how to light gardens. So let's think about, so what is landscape lighting design? Well, the definition refers to the use of outdoor illumination of both private grounds and public spaces for the enhancement and purposes of safety, nighttime aesthetics, accessibility, security, recreation, sports, and events. So essentially what that means is we're going to take a space, light it in such a way that accessibility for everybody is improved, security is improved, but we don't detract from the natural beauty of the existing space. Breaking that down probably a bit further, when I read that definition, I look at that almost in sort of two ways. From our point of view, when we work with clients, we look at aesthetics and safety almost as one sort of area, and then we kind of keep security on a different part. So although they can be combined, we like to keep them separate with the option of adding them in. But we'll come to this on one of the other videos when we look at lighting for beauty or security. So today what we're going to do, so there's 4 little topics I really want to cover, and that's path lighting, flower bed lighting, tree lighting, and feature lighting. Path lighting is pretty much as it says. So essentially this was kind of that bit that I meant in terms of you've got aesthetics and safety together. So path lighting is a wonderful example of that. If you've got a natural stone pathway, or you've got stepping stones in your garden, or even if you've got just so almost like a well-worn path that's not necessarily hard between your house and your pool, for example, both the aesthetics and the safety element can be covered by path lighting. So for example, if you had a recessed light that washes across a lovely natural stone slab, you've then got the aesthetics of the natural stone, plus you've got the safety of the path. So you kind of got those two very similar, which is why we tend to group them as sort of a single entity. Flower bed lighting, the go-to used to just be uplight everything. Obviously with the Dark Skies Association, which we adhere to, we try to minimise uplighting just to reduce any light pollution that's unnecessary. So we tend to use a variety of light fittings that are more directional, and actually we want the shrubs and we want the delicate plants to almost be lit from the top down. So we would try to use a down lighting effect and actually light the plants rather than just have a load of spike lights lighting up the bottom of lavender and stuff like that, for example. Tree lighting, there's 2 different ways we can look at this. You can either uplight a tree if you've got something like a pleach tree, or you could use the moon lighting effect where you actually strap lights to the tree and you shine down, and then that just almost acts like a moonlight, giving you that effect, which is also a little bit more uncommon and actually when used properly a wonderful effect. And then finally we've got feature lighting, which is really when you use a spotlight on a particular feature, such as a statue or a water feature, or even if you've got sort of a textured wall of your property, let's say, but the way your terrace is, you want to look at this natural stone phenomenon, that sort of thing, then what you do is almost make it dark around everywhere else, light your feature using possibly a spotlight, and then that's how you get with feature lighting. I'll try and throw in some images of all these examples as we go along, and then that way the stuff I'm discussing we've got real world examples of. So yeah, that was video probably one of 6, but obviously that might change. So if you want to carry on learning about this journey, jump onto video 2, which will then, what we're going to do in video 2 is we're going to talk about how layering of light works in an outside capacity. See you there.